Frantz Fanon said this right here. A racist within a racist society is the norm. And the point he was trying to get to, he wanted us to stop saying Europeans were sick. He wanted us to get past that. He came to the conclusion that their behavior within their social and economic and political structural arrangement is normal.
Right.
That nastiness, that arrogance, that paternalistic behavior that they have is normal for the society that they are reared in. There's nothing sick about that. They are conscious and aware of it. Because it's structural inside the institutions that they go into. So they're destined to be who they are. And we better get that. We better get that, and we better stop searching the world trying to find one that's humane. We better stop that foolishness. We better stop sitting around asking a dumb question, are all of them racist? That's foolishness. We don't have time to try to figure out which one may not be infected. We don't have that type of time. The majority is what they are. What you see is what you get. The majority represents them. That's how they deal with you and I. They say all of us are what? Criminals and dope fiends and drug addicts. They don't sit down amongst them and argue, well, you know, which one of them may not be on drugs? Which one of them may not be a criminal? They pass laws to affect all of us. That's the thinking. And we better adopt that mentality if we're going to survive. That's Pan-Afrikanism, understanding your enemy. Understanding your enemy and not being afraid to call your enemy when you sin. And not being afraid to tell your youth and your children that that's his and her enemy. Not being afraid to do that. Because you're scared. Well, I don't want to make my daughter a racist. You know, I don't want to make my son a racist because I don't hate all white people. Nobody said you got to hate anybody. I'm just telling you the facts in your life. That's what I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you the facts of your existence. It's up to you to interpret those facts. That's what it comes down to. Because you'll never catch them sitting around saying, well, I don't want to make little Billy Bob a racist. They gonna take little Billy Bob to the shooting range at 5 and they paint black faces on the stuff little Billy Bob shooting at. That's why little Billy Bob, when he get 12, he know how to shoot them guns real good. That's right. And hit his targets. Them little 10 and 11-year-olds that was down there in Arkansas in 1997, they went to hit them women, they hit all women. Killed what, 5 girls and a teacher. All females. And they interviewed the little children. The little girl said, well, he said he was going to shoot all women. Now, how he managed to hit all females when you got men, you got boys and girls running out the building because they pulled the firearm. Then you got a crowd of children running out the building, but these 2 little white boys managed to only hit women and girls. They was good shots. They was trained. And then when they went to the home and pulled all those video recordings, and they showed the little boy winning all these shooting range things. Stop being afraid to speak to the truth of your reality. Stop that. It is what it is. This is our situation. We didn't ask for it. This is what it is. Let's deal with it. But let's deal with it professionally and from a Pan-Africanist perspective. That's how I want to deal with it. Let's get out our emotions when we deal with this thing. Keep your emotions balanced and harmonized with your intellect. Like Sister Marima Ani teaches us. The European tell you that your intellect must be overriding your emotions. That's what the European tell you. Your intellect must be in control of your emotions. No. It's not the African way. It's a unique blend in our society. A unique blend. It's not easily arrived at, but it can be arrived at. And we must work towards that. Must work towards it. It's 9:30. I don't want to stay too long up here, but I'm about to do. I'm going to recap a little bit, then I'm going to get down. Hopefully what I said made some sense to someone. I hope someone takes something of what I said, put it into your life. Because I come up here in total sincerity. I come as Malcolm X said. He said, I'm an uneducated man. My only credentials is my sincerity. That's for me. That's the same thing I bring before you. I'm sincere. I will go to my grave walking the way that I walk. I will wear this red, black, and green to my grave. This is me. You may not like me. You may not like how I speak. You may not like some of the things that I say. But you can never say that I was fake about this struggle. You would never be able to say that. And I'm real tired at the so-called conscious community in Baltimore. I'm tired. And in 2009, I'm going to be saying some things. It's going to set some people off. But I don't have a problem with that because I can hold my own. I can hold my own, trust me. I come a long way. I'm 38. I come a long way. It was hard for me coming up. It wasn't easy at all. They started locking me up when I was 11. That's when they started locking me up, at the age of 11. And it continued all until the age of 20. I had a hard life, but I learned that I got an uncanny ability to grasp African history. That's something that should have been given to me at a young age.
Come on now.
That's something that somebody in my family, some adult, some parent, somewhere should have noticed this, should have found this. Because when I found it, it's no stopping. It just brought me to life. I can grasp it, I can interpret it, and I can suck it up like water. Just like this. Suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. And we got to beat up with our children. We got to find out them strengths. Don't let them go through life like I went through life, discovering something in my 20s in a prison cell. Don't let that happen to them babies. Do whatever you got to do to make sure them babies get it. Your child, your children, they should have more books than video games.
Right.
Cut that out. That's destroying us. Them video games. Yes, our children should be allowed to be children. But it's a way to be a child and have fun, yet develop yourself. Learn that. Development is not the enemy to fun. We got to stop thinking that. Stop thinking that knowledge is the enemy to fun. Stop telling yourself that I have to be drunk or drinking and going to a club to have fun. We got to stop that. We have to stop that. Man, it's destroying us. It's destroying us. We have to get on this Pan-Afrikanism. We have to jumpstart this campaign. We have to infuse the life back into it. We have to make that the only philosophy, ideology, political perspective, social perspective, spiritual perspective that we utilize. Do not sit down and wrestle with yourself trying to figure out if you should use something that came from an enemy or something that comes from your ancestors. Don't do that. That's a sickness. And if you need help trying to discern and figure out what I'm talking about, just pull me up at the end of this event. Talk to Bob Alosi, Haru, Dia, Kevin, there's everybody in here for the most part. Communicate with each other. If you really not understanding what is meant by Pan-Afrikanism, let's communicate about it. Let's start a dialogue centering around that so we can get that at its essence. So we can understand what does it imply. What am I required to do if I say I'm a Pan-Africanist? Are there any requirements? And if I don't own up, are there consequences? Let's get in this dialogue so we can get past where we're at. We can do better. So I say, Pan-Africanism is the way. The only way. Pan-Africanism and power. Thank you.
Yeah.